Hello everyone and welcome to Clash of Underdogs. Concept of this round is basically to collect everyone who usually doesn't perform that well. It's usually considered the underdog. The game of ultra hardcore. And so, go on and see who is the ultimate underdog. Probably who dies first or is the most unfortunate, and who might, rank up to just a regular old player. I hopefully consider myself somewhere in the middle of the pack here. I don't know. Feel good about my chances, but I don't feel bad about them either. It's gonna be like an adequate performance, I guess. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of killing right there. That's a lot of killing. But way too much killing. Just some small issues here and there. It's not that big of a deal. All nice and dandy. I don't have many plans when it comes to like topics to talk about and all that stuff. It's gonna be a bit more relaxed, a bit more chill. You know, play some guitar covers, just talk about life in general. See where life takes you, man. Sometimes it's just nice to do that sometimes. Don't go in with any plans, you just do what you want to. Nice. A little bit of mellow. Weekend. Having a good old time. Not a care in the world. I suppose I'll talk a little about regular life stuff while we're at it. I recently got a full-time job, my first full-time job, so a lot of energy has been put into that, so I don't have much time or energy for anything else really. So don't expect much online activity for me because I'm gonna focus 100% on that for the moment and not really do anything else. I need to, try to impress the bosses, show that I'm dedicated, that I want to try to do a good job, make the company great, so on and so forth. Not gonna go into specifics, hope that's okay with you. Wanna, it's pretty recent affair, so I wanna make a little secret. Shout ahead about everything and nothing. I'm excited. I'm happy, finally have a full-time job. Oh, hi, Mr. Creepers. Little couple by the tree. Maybe write their name in the bark of the tree. That's just like the classic lover's tree. Lover's tree. Well, that is a reference to the PlayStation 2 game Tulip, a game about trying to gain the affection of everyone in your local town. Basically trying to kiss everyone. It's a weird Japanese game, but it's also kind of cool but really difficult. You should check it out sometime. Steven Plays has a good Let's Play that I would recommend. Yeah. Just gonna get a few of these chickens. Other life stuff I've also been doing in Inktober. For those that don't know, Inktober is basically this event that an artist made that, just a bunch of different artists, illustrators, any people really. They just make like this easy ink sketch for each day, and they have this like official theme and topic list you can go for each day, or just kind of make up your own. It's just like something to promote smaller work, like just to keep yourself active and occupied, and try just practice and get better. I think it's a nice little affair. This is my first time. I've been watching a lot of Inktober from previous years, and just it's so cool to see these like artists take a different medium, like put all this time and effort into one piece, but just relax and let themselves just sketch things out. It doesn't have to be like perfect, it just has to be like an idea, and just grow and work from that idea. Pretty neato little thing. And to be honest, I didn't put that much time into the ones I've done so far. It's just basically I just been like doing these 30-minute doodles at lunch break and just posting them to Twitter. There's like, you know, promote the work. Here, I found it too. Let's see here. Got some coal. Ba-da-ba-ba. Yeah, Inktober's a lot of fun. You know, I've been really wishing to get better at drawing recently, so I've been trying to do a lot of practice there. Do like post studies, anatomy, all that stuff. Try out different styles. It's been a lot of fun. Other than that, nothing too much is going on. I'll always got my projects going on. I never get finished because that's just the kind of person I am. But what I have in works right now, as some few of you might know, I was part of this live streamed Dungeons and Dragons campaign, but because of my full-time job, I am unable to do that anymore. So I had to quit that campaign. Unfortunately, my character just had to leave. So you know, I want to do a little goodbye letter for all the other players and characters in that story. So been doing a little bit of work on that. Also been working on this short animated film. Trying to like make my own character designs. Actually composing my own music, which has been really refreshing and exciting. Like, music is something I always wanted to learn more about. So I've been able to do like covers of already made songs, already written songs, but I've been wanting to do a lot more original stuff as well. So trying to do a few instrumentals. Probably not gonna do any like with lyrics just yet. Trying to get my footing in this whole music composition deal. But yeah, I have been having a really good time with that. Don't expect it anytime soon. I'm a procrastinator. I'm a professional procrastinator. Just how life goes sometimes. Yeah, but I feel like I'm learning a lot, and I feel like that's part of the process. You don't have to finish every project you start on, as long as you keep creating, keep learning, and making yourself better. That's the right way of going about it. You don't have to consider it a failure, just to consider it as something you learned and grew from, and something you just don't feel the passion for anymore, and that's okay. That's just how humans work creatively. Sometimes we feel like we have this great idea, and then maybe a month goes by and just like, then you start seeing the flaws, because that immediate excitement is gone, so you can start looking at things more objectively and realize, maybe there are some things with this idea that doesn't work out morally, politically, a lot of things to consider, especially if you write stories or so on, or try to do something more original. Just drawing you a fan art of your favorite characters, or fan fiction, or whatever like. And I don't want to see anyone looking down on fan fiction. Okay, fan fiction is actually pretty cool. There's a lot of good stuff out there if you actually want to seek it out. One shout out I do want to make is to Talon Raker. I put this Twitter in the description if I remember it. But he's been doing these like stories set in the Pokemon, I guess suppose Nuzlocke verse, if you want to call it that. And I think he's does some really good writing, and you should check it out if you're curious. Each chapter doesn't take too long. I've been usually been able to read them in 5 to 10 minutes. You know, if you just wanna give some new talent a try, see if it's to your liking, then. Ooh, that didn't go well. See, that's what happened when you don't look. You should look before you leap, everyone. Take it from me. So we got the leather, the sugarcane, the feathers. We got some apples, we got some wood, we got our tools. We should be good to go. We just need some coal for torch things. And great. Actually, there are caves here too, which is fantastic. Could jump down back into the one I fell into. Maybe it was predestined. Who knows? I think I just want to get some more food though before heading down into the deeps. And I get down here for a little moment to gather my thoughts, catch some breath, get some coal, all the things. And here you see the group of players for this little underground clash. Some recognizable faces, I'm sure. I have no clue about who the favorites would be, but I just hope everyone has a good time. They don't take things too competitively, seriously. Just have a grand old time. Create some fantastic entertainment for all of you. Because in the end, that's the goal here. Just have a good old time. Relax from all of life's worries that get thrown at us from time to time. And if you find any solace in that, that's fantastic. All we could hope for. And you know, speaking of taking things relaxed, just relaxing, having a good old time, I want to play some guitar because that's like a hobby I really appreciate. And if you don't care for it, that's completely fine. You could just skip ahead or watch someone else. Be fine. Instead, I'm gonna take this relaxed, without a care in the world. Enjoy that. Fantastic. If not, you have the freedom to go. So this first one from a recent online artist called Michael Guy Bowman. Heard of the comics Homestuck or the Emma's Paint Adventures? Yeah, made a few songs for that comic, which are fantastic. That's how I discovered them in the first place. By the way, that's also where the Toby Fox, the creator of Undertale, also was part of that for a little while. Created some fantastic songs for the comic. And this is one of his more recent songs called Lucky Charm. Have you noticed lately that you and I can do no wrong? That every hurdle in the road that ever slowed you down is gone. Put the past behind you, put the pieces into place. Wipe the precious little padding off the picture of your face. Don't you feel lucky when you look in the mirror and you see me by your side? Don't you feel lucky when the moment is right, oh yeah? Don't you feel lucky with your head on my shoulder when you're here between my arms? You should feel lucky, 'cause I'm your lucky charm. I'm your four-leaf clover. I'm the wind across the dice. I'm the candles on the cake, you can cut yourself a slice. Make your wish unto me, for now it can be told. You won the lottery, you're living, and I'm giving you the gold. Don't you feel lucky when I'm pulling you closer in the middle of the night? Don't you feel lucky when I'm holding you tight, oh yeah? Don't you feel lucky when you look in my eyes and I never do you harm? You should feel lucky, 'cause I'm your lucky charm. Don't you feel like you've been turned around, oh wow? Looking up instead of falling down, oh wow. I believe in you, and I've been leaving you feeling high, high. You can let the rabbit have its leg, oh wow. Leave the horse you're laying round the peg, oh wow. I'm a charmer for your coming, your loving is why. Put me in your pocket, and you'll never be the same. 'Cause every art and every evening lining up to spell your name. Lay the cards before you, watch the wheel of fortune turn. And you can bet I'll get you back to like a rat puts out. And you can bet I'll get you back to like a rat. And you can bet I'll get you back, just like a jackpot size return. So, don't you feel lucky when you make in the morning, which the one you're dreaming of? Don't you feel lucky falling in love, oh yeah? Don't you feel lucky when there's no one else, whether the 6 o'clock alarm? You should feel lucky, 'cause I'm your lucky charm. That was Michael Guy Bowman's Lucky Charm. And one thing I like about this song is connecting the concept of luck and the concept of love, because they feel fairly connected at times. You know, it just feels like by random chance you'll find the love of your life, and sometimes that could take a year, sometimes that could take a whole lifetime. It just feels like it happens by happenstance, but that doesn't mean you should like stop trying. You need to like seek it out. Important. Never give up in the hunt for love, because everyone can get lucky sometimes. Everyone seeks that feeling of, you know, having someone to rely on, knowing they'll never do you harm. There's something very special about that. That someone appreciates you like a million-sized return. A jackpot-sized return, I suppose, as the song says. Oh, close little one there. So I feel like there's like this certain poetry and simple charm to the way Michael Guy Bowman traces his lyrics. There are a lot of other good ones as well. If you, I has both a YouTube page and a Bandcamp, and I believe Spotify as well. I would gladly recommend that you check his other stuff out. It's very nice. Got some good vocals, that boy, for sure. So I've been thinking here that we gather enough iron for iron armor and the iron tools and the buckets and the so forth and the so on. You know how it goes. And then while that's smelting, we can take another little song. Another little trip down to memory lane of music and melody and harmony. With all that kind of banal stuff. You know, I've been thinking about the concept of the underdog. You know, when it comes to like stories, movies, TV shows, and so on, because we always wanna root for the underdog, because we often feel like the underdog in our own lives. So, you know, we never are the ones getting lucky, all the fame. You know, we always compare ourselves to the green grass on the other side of the fence and so forth. Don't never really, you know, appreciate what we have as well, or what we can do, because you know that's what we're used to. It doesn't feel like special. Because I think that's one part why we always want to root for the underdog. It's always nice to see the more special part, because that's very common for sports and so on. You always want to see the special, the unexpected thing happen. You don't want to see like the Grandmaster win for the 50th time. Because, you know, you've seen that before. You want to see something new. You want to see change. Humans love change. We want to see difference being made. We want to see things develop. Because it isn't always the case, but I think we often connect like something positive with change. And that we think like, oh, okay, it's changed for something better. It's not always the case, but I think that's like an inherent trait of a lot of us. When we see something change that is hopefully for the better, because something being stagnant is not really, you know, that also goes for like the world around us, believes, so on and so forth. Tradition isn't always positive, but it can be. That's like something to consider. There's always this like morally gray area, everything. Like moral gray areas with baby chickens. On chickens, because you can get chickens, but you can also get hurt. It will happen. So I will see you next time in episode 2.